Huh? Why'd you break it? Alright, so I want to try something with this toolbox. So since it's been sitting here, you guys saw this is now mounted. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move this back here and we'll see if we like it. And then if we do, we'll get another toolbox from up here. One that sits like up here, so we'll be able to mount it to the bed rail. And I'm going to have to move this out of the way real quick to do that. So, and then we'll see. Then we'll just have to, when we mount the fifth wheel, it'll have to go over and in. So, but I'll be able to see it from back there. Pick that trash can up. So we're going to school now. We're dropping the boy off. She's dropping the other boy off. And he gets to hear the turbo for the first time. I just went through last night and made some changes in the bed, so I'm going to show you that today. But listen to this turbo. It's so loud. Look at that smile. Man, listen to this turbo. You guys see how happy he is to hear that? I'm happy to hear that. That shit sounds good. I might just leave it. I don't know. I definitely should have filmed this sooner, but we're gonna see how she likes the new Snorkel. Don't let her lie to you. She was smiling earlier. Where are we going? Home? Since you got your bang.
I just don't know. What do you want to do for lunch?
We can just eat it home. Listen to that. There it is. Don't let her lie to you. She loves it. We'll do a good one here. Just a little one and then she loves it. It's ugly, but she loves it. All right, so in conclusion, she likes it. Also, it makes cool noises on shutdown that you won't be able to hear. It goes. It's great. So, what do you think?
Gnarly.
Gnarly?
Yeah.
She likes it. It's ugly, but she likes it. That's basically how you can sum up our relationship. I'm ugly, but she likes me. All right, so as you guys saw last night, I took both these crates. So these are sitting here. This is where all the fluids and all that stuff's gonna go. I did just buy, where is it? I got one more. It's about to start raining, luckily. Got one more purple power. Where are you going? So we'll throw that in there. So we'll have that. Move the toolbox back here. I'm thinking about putting the light like dead center on here, like probably like up here or even up here. And then maybe just leave that. Maybe, should we bring it out flush with the taillights, or should I move it back and flush it with here? You guys let me know what you think looks better, but it's tight, it's not going anywhere. We have nuts and bolts on the bottom of it, and then we just have to lift up over and back into the fifth wheel, but I can actually see it. So that makes life a little bit easier there. And then I'm gonna ruin that by getting a toolbox for up here. So basically like stuff like this will all sit in that toolbox. So, and then, yeah, so right now we're making some changes, trying some things out. Wow, she left her purse out here, so I gotta go take that in for her. But yeah, so coming together. All right, so we're going to the storage unit now. I got a couple of things that I want to do. I want to get this light mounted on there, and we're gonna keep making content as much as possible. We got Liam with us, so you guys can see him back there. Unfortunately can't bring the other two boys, but they'll be sitting at home in the AC where it's nice. It's supposed to rain later. It's hot. It's like 84 degrees according to this, but it's probably even hotter than that, which I know you guys down south, it's not that hot. Oh, you know, whatever. But the humidity is kind of nuts, so. Well, we get to hear some turbo noises today. That thing, I didn't realize how loud that was. Like, you guys could actually hear that in the last video. So that's kind of cool that you guys could actually hear that. That just goes to show you just how loud it is. So it is Wednesday. Don't really, we got a bunch of projects to do, okay? Bunch of projects to do around the house and on the truck, and just gonna keep letting the content go. See how high we can get this ad revenue, see how much good content I can actually bring out to you guys. Still taking suggestions for things that we can do for you guys. So let's get there, let's get to work. All right, so we're back up at the storage unit. I want to do a couple things. This side back here sits up higher than this side does. I want it to sit flush. So I do need to pound that side down over there a little bit, but this is flat. So besides that, we'll be getting a toolbox for this, so none of this shit will be staying out in the open. And not sure if I mentioned it before, but I want to get this mounted. I want this to sit like right in here. So we already have our center point, as you can see. So I just need to, I want this to sit a little higher, and I gotta cut out that and then drill 2 holes for that, and then 2 more holes for the mounts. So that should be pretty self-explanatory. I do need to get out the angle grinder for that. All right, here's the old tailgate. So my thinking was I want to cut this out so that I can get an exact measurement for how I want to mount it. So if I just cut all this out, it's already got the screw tabs in there, so I'll pull them as well. So just trying to save some of the parts off of it. The straps are pretty much junk. The this side's good, but the side over here is not. So this actually bent out, which when I hit that bump, basically what happened was it jumped off of this latch. You can see that needs to be replaced. It's pretty much eating away at that, so we'll probably take these off as well, probably get new ones of those at some point if we ever decide to put a tailgate back on it. But it's going to be a lot of work to get a tailgate on this bed, so probably start taking that stuff off and going from there. All right, so like I said, you guys see these things here. I am pretty much pulling these all off right now. I'm gonna slide this toolbox out so it's flush up against this, and then at some point we're gonna make a body panel to go in between this to kind of like clean this look up so it actually looks really decent. And I think we are gonna go with the roll pan. I know a lot of guys said not to, but I think that's what we're ultimately gonna end up going with. If we don't like it, we'll go back to a bumper, but for now, I think the roll pan is what we're gonna do. All right, so I've been cracking at this for a while. He's been over here playing. So basically, we got this sitting nice and flush. I'm gonna put some bolts in the back to bring the back down a little bit. But I did, now you can't see them from here. I had to cut a little bit out of the back there. Nothing much, just a little bit. It's a $100 bed, who cares? So it actually looks pretty decent. So if I ever wanted to put a tailgate on it, I could. Got the center light mounted. And then I think this thing will look good with some mega cab flares and a roll pan. I think the roll pan will really tie everything in nicely, and then we'll see from there. But I guess I was gonna bring this out further and leave it flush and then build body panels around it, but I think this looks a lot nicer, and we can throw a tailgate on it if it doesn't look the greatest. So yeah. Also, guys, in the comments, or send me a message on Instagram, Facebook, any of that, send me toolboxes that will fit over top of this but not touch the actual auxiliary tank itself. So do that, send me that stuff. All right, she's officially mounted up. Kind of dig the look of it. It's gonna be kind of like I got all 4 of the bolts in. There's nuts on both sides. It's gonna be like, once we get the paint on it, it's gonna like half show, half work. So if we have to, we can always throw a tailgate back on it, so, or replace this bed if needed, if we ever do. When I get the roll pan, I'm gonna have to get this body damage fixed here. I don't know who was around for that. Sorry, I'm filthy. I'm gonna go use, we call this the bathroom mirror here. What we do, come over here. Oh look, I'm filthy. Clean myself off. It's called the bathroom mirror. So that little dent right there, that was my bad. Okay, so I had the shades on the back windows, and I was backing up I think I was backing up the dump trailer, right? And I couldn't see it. I asked my brother, I'm like, hey, can you pull the shades off? And he pulled the wrong one, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll keep going. And the bed itself was on the dump trailer. There's a video on that. And I backed the bed into our white rollback, right into the bed of the white rollback. So there was no damage on that, but it put a nice little dent in the bed of this. So I will have to get that fixed if we do the roll pan, which not a big deal, but that was the one time I'd actually hit something with something, and I'll take the responsibility for it. It is what it is. There was no damage on the other truck, but it was definitely here. So I'm gonna get all this cleaned up. We got the cooler and everything. Guys, life hack, by the way, this igloo sucks. So I've been taking old vitamin water bottles, filling them up with water and freezing them so that when they melt, they don't take the rest of the ice with it. So they'll just melt by themselves, but not take whatever ice is actually in there. It won't melt it. So it kind of keeps it cooler a little bit. I'm gonna get a bigger cooler eventually. I was told that those are really good according to the reviews, and they're not. So I don't recommend igloo. Don't recommend it. So let's get back to cleaning up. All right, so here's what it looks like. Like I said, everything's flush, everything's hard mounted. The only thing I don't like is that it kind of looks like it comes up at, like, you guys can see it, it's down like maybe a ½ inch higher in the back. So I think that's just because of the lid, because it's all flush down there. Everything came out pretty damn nice. So I'm gonna get some pictures, post them online. This thing's looking pretty gnarly. I think it'll look better when we get the smaller tires, we get the mega cab flares, and it painted. Aside from that, let me know what you guys think of the Snorkel. Now, it's pretty obnoxious, isn't it? So when I get home, probably gonna put the tires up in the air, make sure there's no play in the ball joints or anything like that. Kind of noticed a little bit of a noise like when I start accelerating, but I don't know what it is, and for the most part don't really care. But I just want to make sure it's not drivetrain related, and we'll take care of that later. But check out all the magnets that I just got. Look at that. I got a magnet for my Easy Pass. Tighten that down. We got a magnet for the GoPro charger. I love those magnets, guys. You guys tell me this sound gets old. Tell me that gets old. Tell me. That sounds sick. So I found my clunky noise, all right? You guys are gonna love this. Brand new. I don't think I drove from Minnesota to PA to Pittsburgh and back to Carlisle, right? Look at that. You can hear it. Well, I don't know if you can actually. Set you guys back here. So there's our noise. Terrible. Brand new. So Driveshaft shop told me that apparently these shafts from the factory weren't exactly balanced either. So we're going to pick that up tomorrow. Brand new one-piece drive shaft. So we'll never have to deal with it again. So in the meantime, I'm not driving this truck the rest of the week. So until we get that one piece in. So that is pretty much going to do it for the video. Let me know what you guys think of the box. Let me know what you guys think I should do. Or if you guys have a set of mega cab flares laying around, source me some out. I need them ASAP. So, well, besides that, once I get the truck home, I'm not going to be driving it until I get the new one-piece in. And then once we get the one-piece drive shaft in, then I can start making videos on it again. So this might be the last video for a day or two, but we shall see.